Hi, it's Evangeline from etrailer.com, and today we are looking at the Goal Zero Lighthouse Core Lantern and USB Power Hub here at etrailer. So this is a great portable lantern if you really want to fill up your campsite, your vehicle, your tent with light, as well as charge your other devices. So now we're going to show how our Lighthouse Core fills up a space with its ambient light. So right here it's off. And here it is on at its highest setting. And as you can see, it really fills up the Jeep with its light. So this here is a very portable lantern. So you can detach the handle here on the end and reattach it onto your tent pole, or you have it here on a rope, on your hammock. You can really put it around everywhere. So you can just reattach the handle to the side and just pops into place. So right here we have it on its highest setting, which is 430 lumens, and you can really see how it lights up the whole space around it. And you can dim this down right there. So here at its lowest setting, it can actually run for 350 hours, which is awesome. It also has a directional beam here where it only shines on one side. And here it is at its brightest setting. So in this setting, I think it's great for when you're camping and just want to shine it one direction. Also, if you're sharing a tent with someone and you don't want to disturb them on your side of the tent. If you want to read a good book or take some time to get ready for bed, this is a great setting for that. So this also works as a USB power hub. So if you want to charge up your battery or connect your other lights, you can just attach it to the USB port right here. There we go. So it's very easy to charge. Once you detach the cable that wraps around it, you can just plug it in. It's a USB cable, so you can also pair it with Goal Zero's Nomad 7 solar panel, and you just plug that in, and it takes about 5 hours to charge it completely. So this is a very light, like it weighs less than a pound, and durable lantern. So you can feel it's made of this strong, hard plastic, and it's also water resistant, so it can hold up in the rain. So I'll turn the lights on so that we can take a closer look at its features. So we have this detachable handle here, and that really helps with attaching it to different things, and it's really easy just to snap right back on. We have this knob here which controls the light settings. So over here we have it on the all around light. So this is its brightest setting, and you can adjust it by rotating the knob. If you move it the other way, you have your directional light. And this is awesome, maybe like beside the bed or in the tent if you just want one side with a light on. So that's at its highest setting right there. And you can also see with this on how we have these indicator lights to show how much battery is or the charge of your lantern. So here towards the base we have the USB cable, and I like this feature because, well, for one, with the cable you can just plug it in and charge the light, and for another, it has a magnetic strip here on the light, so it just snaps into place. So that's a really nice function for storing the cable. Here we have the USB port to charge your phone, your other gadgets, your other lights. And at the very bottom, you see here these magnets so that you can just attach them to other metallic surfaces, maybe to the roof of your vehicle or to the side of a beam, just so that you have that light positioning. Just turn this on, just attach it to metal surfaces. This is the Lighthouse Micro Flash. The Crush Light Chroma Solar Lantern with its different colors. The Crush Light Solar Lantern at its highest intensity. The Lighthouse Core. The Light a Life Minis with shades. So the one on the right has the red shade on. So in terms of ambient lighting, actually these all emit a good amount of light. Surprisingly, even the Light a Light minis have a really strong beam. But for ambient lighting, you can see how the Lighthouse Core here really spreads out with its 430 lumens, which is definitely the highest amount of lumens of all the lights. So now we're going to see and compare how powerful the beams of each light are. So we have here the Lighthouse Micro. Now we have the Lighthouse Core in its half-light directional mode at highest intensity. Now we have the Light the Life Mini, just one of the lamps. This is in medium mode, and this is at its highest intensity. This is the Crush Light Solar Lantern at its highest intensity, at its medium intensity, and at its low intensity. This is the Crush Light Chroma with green, aqua, blue, pink, red, and warm or yellow. So now you can see the difference between the ambient lighting and the beam intensity of the different lights. So the one with the strongest beam intensity was the Lighthouse Micro in its flashlight mode, as well as the Light a Life Mini. So that was a look at this lantern. I had a discussion with my coworkers about their questions about it, so let's watch that. You have any questions about it, or?
Yeah, so I was just kind of get like your overall impressions of it. Like, does it feel kind of rugged? Like, because they kind of tout it for being at the campsite and stuff like that. Do you feel like it's kind of a rugged, solid kind of thing?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I realize now it looks like a nice little glass lantern, but it's really strong. It has this hard plastic case, which I'm knocking on right now, and I feel like it's very sturdy. It's also waterproof. So you can see how sealed it is, especially at the top. So, I mean, not like water resistant. Like you won't have to worry about splashing it and getting things messed up too quickly.
I will say, though, the charging cable is a bit on the flimsier side. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, and it looks like it'll hold up to some, shocks. But I think one of the big things with it is the fact that you can literally, like, it has a little metallic magnet right there that'll keep it in place so it isn't getting all messed up. So I think they're kind of like, we have a flimsier plug-in, so we'll just make it where it wraps around really well.
Yeah, the place where the cable's mounted to isn't too bad since it's mounted inside to the light. So that will really help, but obviously you shouldn't be like yanking on the cord.
Right, dragging it around it.
Yeah. Please don't.
I don't know. It seems like it'd be a good thing just to have around the house, power outage, stuff like that. Just charge your phone because that little USB charger can definitely be handy.
Yeah, especially because it lasts so long. You're supposed to recharge it at least every 3 to 6 months if you're not using it. Mm-hmm. Just because that's how batteries work. But what if, suddenly have a blackout or no electricity? I think this would be great to have around the house or in your RV for when you do not have electricity and you need a light.
Well, not only just blackouts, but the fact that you can charge your phone in an emergency situation, that's going to be really useful.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
When you can't live without your phone, this will be a great... and it works well, too, because it connects with the solar panel. So we have Goal Zero's solar panel here, the Nomad 7. Mm-hmm. So when you want to recharge it, but you don't have electricity, this has a cable that plugs into the solar panel. So when you have sun out, that's what you can use to recharge it as well.
Did you guys try charging like your phone or anything from it?
Yeah, we didn't test it to see how long it would take to charge up your phone, but whenever I used it, I got, a couple % off of not that much amount of time. So
okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So it's a steady, I believe it's like a 5-volt USB charge.
Though I did notice that if you're charging something, it's going to bring the power way farther down, which this is actually where you can see how much, which is kind of nice. Because I've seen a lot of like power banks in the past that don't have that kind of thing. They're finally starting to do that, but like with lights as well. But it definitely seems if you're using it as a light, it's going to last a lot longer than if you're using it for a power bank.
For sure. I think that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I don't think they say how many charges you would get out of a phone, but I'm not going to say that many, probably.
Yeah, I would say maybe one and a half.
Yeah, it's great as an emergency though
Yeah.
to just charge it up. Or I mean, if you're using it just for that, then it will work enough for last you through the night. So you can recharge it with a solar panel.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think it said the solar panel will take 5 to 10 hours. So I guess if you're outside all day and it's summertime, you shouldn't have too hard of a time doing that.
I know to charge this full, it's like 5 to 10 hours with the solar panel, or 5 hours directly plugged into the wall.
Okay.
So it's an okay amount of time.
Yeah.
About how fast my phone takes to charge as well. So
For sure.
Mm-hmm. So my final thoughts about this lantern is I think it really does its job well. If you wanted something with a more strong, powerful, direct beam, you'd get a flashlight. But if you want something that really fills up this space with this nice warm ambient light, this is a great option. So I hope that helped answer any questions you might have about this. And that was a look at the Goal Zero Lighthouse Core Lantern and USB Power Hub here at etrailer.com.